Directional air rolling, a mechanic used by pros and placometers alike, a way to show off your aerial prowess and superior car control. Anyone who's actually good at the game has it down, or at least understands it fundamentally. And then, there's me. Hey, I'm TechDeck, your resident Rocket League gamer and hard-stuck champ. I'm the one you're watching desperately flail around the map. It's pretty easy to tell that I have no clue how to use directional air roll, despite having it bound for pretty much over a year. But this week, I plan on changing that. I took it upon myself to learn how to directional air roll in just 1 week, and document it all for my viewers. Throughout these 7 days, I decided that I used Lethamir's Neon Rings map to practice both precision and speed. It also helped keep track of my time and total deaths, which meant less work for me. I didn't know it yet, but as early as day 2, I'd come to hate that oh-so-lovable map creator. Day 1. The first day was just throwing myself into the Rings map to kind of test the waters, just to dip my toe in before diving headfirst. I didn't worry myself with things like time, or speed, or not cheating. It was the calm before many long and annoying days to come, and I look back on it fondly. Anytime I would mess up, I would just stop air rolling and reset myself. Again, not really caring about it too much. I ended the first day at level 6, and got there in a speedy 9 minutes. Clearly I've already mastered the mechanics, so there's no need for this video. All jokes aside, it was all downhill from there. I hope we can all agree not to talk about my 12 deaths. Day 2. The second day started off with completely unjustified optimism. I thought I'd just blast through the course in a half-hour max, and I'd show clear improvement from the previous day. I was very wrong. In reality, day 2 kinda sucked. I obviously didn't show immediate improvement because A, that's not how it works, and B, I only practiced for like 9 minutes the day before. But did I let that stop me? No, I did not. Because level 6 did it for me. No joke, this level killed me on day 2. I was stuck here for over 5.5 minutes and died 7 times on level 6 alone. It may not seem like it was that bad, but it only took me like 5 minutes and 10 seconds to get to this level, and I had like 3 deaths. And I wasn't even halfway down the course. Little did I know though, 5 minutes was nothing compared to what I was up against these next few days. Despite the seemingly insurmountable wall that was level 6, I managed to finally get through it with sheer willpower and a bit of cheating. Hey, it doesn't matter how I got past it, all that matters is it's gone and I can forget it even exists, for the time being at least. The only thing that's caused me to trip, slip, fall, get an OSHA violation at the workplace on day 2 were those few levels where the rings go directly up or directly down, especially down. I feel like Lethamir was channeling Lucifer the devil himself when constructing those abominations to mankind. But whenever I did get to those levels, I pushed through. I didn't back down. I didn't give up. I just cheated. I cheated both levels 14 and 20 because fuck that. I'm not good enough yet. Why'd you put the most tedious thing at the end of the thing? You Day 3. The third day is when I actually started showing signs of improvement. I got all the way up to level 4 in just 2 minutes and with only a single death. Unfortunately, level 4 was my first trouble spot today, as it took me almost 2.5 minutes and 5 deaths to complete. Which is sad, because yesterday it only took around less than a minute and I didn't die a single time. Surprisingly, level 6, which was the cause of most of my pain and suffering yesterday, took only 3 minutes and 4 deaths, which was still bad, but definitely a step up from yesterday. Still cheated a bit on this wall part because driving fast on wall makes brain happy, and trying to fit a spinning car through the tiny ring gaps makes brain not so happy. Speaking of things that makes my brain unhappy, this is how my first attempt of level 6 ended today. You can tell by the pause, I wasn't the happiest carball player after that. Still, I pushed through and got to level 7 after a few more attempts. I beat level 7 with minimal effort and only took a single death. The same could not be said for level 8. Level 8 was level 6's bigger, badder brother. This seemingly easy level had me stuck for a solid 4 minutes, but I died 10 times. 10 grueling, agonizing, sweaty attempts later, I finally got past it. With a little cheating to reorient my car at times, but I'm willing to look past it for the sake of my own sanity. Most of the deaths were because I was trying to go way too fast and I couldn't maintain control of my car properly, which is a pretty reoccurring theme throughout these next few days, because I'm trying to go too fast and I'm shit and I suck and also I'm dumb and stupid. What? Man, I'm not good. Anyway, looking back on these next few levels, I can really see my improvement in car control. I'm only 3 days in, but I've made some pretty decent progress already. The only things I'm still lacking is moving my car when it's facing every direction and speed. Yeah, I'm still really slow, kinda like a turtle, I'd say. Or maybe a Taurus. None of the next levels really caused me much trouble besides the last one, level 20, the bane of my existence. You see, level 20 is tricky, because it's your basic level at first, but at the very end you have to go straight down, which messes with your camera angle, thus making it really hard to see where you're going. Because of this, it took me a while and a handful of attempts, but I finally managed to clear it. And I definitely didn't just cheat it again. I'd never do that. I have no idea what you're talking about. To even insinuate that I'd lie about it is a preposterous accusation at best, my good sir. Day 4. The 4th day, and more or less the halfway point of my journey to learning directional air roll. This day it's clear the improvement has continued. I'm overall more quick, and whenever I mess up, I'm starting to readjust while using air roll, instead of like previous days where I'd stop air rolling to fix myself. There are still some points that were tough, and that I needed to stop air rolling for, but that number is a lot less than the previous days. I'm also starting to get more comfortable with the map and each levels within it. For example, level 6. Today it only took me 3 minutes to get here, and I didn't die a single time. Although I pick up my first death right at the start of the level, I get through it on my second attempt in only a minute and a half. A side note though, I still use the sidewall to cheat, but don't worry. I at least make an attempt to complete the full map without cheating at all tomorrow. Similarly, level 8 only took me a minute and a half to complete, and I only took 1 death from it. A vast improvement from the previous day. The first area that gave me trouble today was level 12. That was because of the awkward sharp turn and the fact that it goes directly upwards. I picked up 4 deaths on this level, but ultimately I beat it in just under 3 minutes. I think it's good to note that now that I'm on day 4, I'm able to get all the way to level 12, which is over halfway down the map with minimal to no issues and in under 10 minutes. That's pretty impressive, but I get a lot better by day 7. I mean, I also got there without cheating on day 7, but that's besides the point. No other areas gave me much trouble aside from level 20, yet again. It's clearly the hardest level in the map, and it's tough to get used to. At least it would have been if I didn't cheat it yet again after only dying 1 time on it. Today was a bit of an eye-opener for me though. I think I was unconsciously focused on beating the map as fast as I could, which was good in a way because it forced me to react quicker, but it also caused me to cheat a bit more freely. This is the last day I would allow myself to cheat this much, as I was running at a time and wanted to at least beat the map once fully, without cheating. And with that thought, we move on to Day 5. The 5th day I was feeling myself. My car felt good, I felt good, and most importantly, I felt fast. Day 5 was a good day. I felt more in control, which allowed me to not cheat as much and be more confident in my car soccer capabilities. Although this day is slower than yesterday, I still felt like it was much better and that I improved quite a bit. Just look at me go. Despite picking up 2 deaths on the first level, it's clear that I'm being more free with my movements and kinda just having fun with it. Today was also the first day I had started incorporating moving when my car was facing both sideways and away from me, which led to some confusion but overall ended up being much better for my control and mobility. Levels 6 and 8 were nothing compared to the confidence I had today, and I didn't even use the wall to cheat. That being said, despite blasting through the first 16 levels, the one area that still pained me even on this amazing day was level 17. Level 17 is this goober of a level. It goes directly up, and because I wasn't trying to cheat like every other day, I was hard stuck on it. Try after try, I'd either be going too slow and my camera angle gets funky, or I'd go too fast and hit a ring or just lose control of my car completely. Although I only died on it twice, it still took 4 minutes to complete, but I'm happy to say that for the first time this week, I didn't cheat it. I told you today was a good day. I quickly worked my way towards level 20, and was determined to get through this without cheating as well. Unfortunately, level 17 is like Weenie Hut Juniors compared to level 20. I felt like I was being blasted by the salty spittoon patrons after getting caught blowing bubbles. It took try after try, death after death, but my determination never wavered. It was like the mermaid from SpongeBob gave me a seaweed mustache and made me a man. So after 13 long minutes and 14 brutal deaths, I beat the map without cheating. Day 6. The 6th day went a lot like yesterday. I was focused less on speed, but wanted to make sure I was using air roll the entire time, even while reorienting myself after hitting a ring. Like yesterday, I breezed through most of the early levels. I didn't pick up my first death until level 4, and levels 6 and 8 are no longer a problem. I can easily get by them now without cheating or using the wall. By the time I got halfway through the map, I only had 5 deaths, and it only took me 10 minutes. I even got all the way up to level 17, with 6 deaths and in 20 minutes. Unfortunately, like yesterday, my luck stopped there. Much like the previous day, because I wasn't cheating, level 17 had me stuck, yet again. The cruel nature of this level was really difficult for me, despite how much I had improved these last 5 days. Although tempting, I didn't cheat, and I got through this level after 5 minutes and 6 deaths on it. Let's just hope level 20 is easier than yesterday. I got to level 20 in 28.5 minutes with 14 deaths. Not terrible. I could still beat my fastest time if I don't fumble this level, which is a lot easier said than done. Although I didn't suffer as many deaths as yesterday, level 20 still took me just under 10 minutes to complete. That being said, I died a lot less at the beginning of the level due to having better mechanics, but I died a lot more at the ending where the rings plummeted into the black abyss that is my 1's rating, which is still difficult for me to do consistently if at all. This caused me to die less, but means I waste more time for each death as I get further into the level before dying. Despite all this, I managed to beat level 20 and moved on to the last day of my training. Day 7. The final day, and the total culmination of my previous 6 days all coming into one. I couldn't have asked for a better last day. Everything I had trained just felt good. I was fast, controlled, and just overall it felt like I was peaking. I know I'm going to be skipping a lot of these first levels, but I got all the way to level 10 with 0 deaths and in just 7 minutes, which is a complete contrast to my first day when it took me 9 minutes to get to level 6, and I had like 12 deaths. Similarly, I got to level 17, the last tough part aside from level 20, in only 14.5 minutes. A full 5.5 minutes faster than yesterday's. I was on point, and it showed, as I easily first tried level 17 like it was nothing. Levels 18 and 19 gave me some slight trouble, and I picked up a few deaths on each, but I got past them regardless with relative ease. At last, it was time for level 20, the bane of my runs, the pinnacle of my training. Will I be able to peak on this level, or will it cause my last week to crumble between my fingertips? Let's see. I pick up a late death on my first run, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I never back down, and I never give up. And after a full week of training, I finally did this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I should count that or not. I didn't move without air rolling, but I also didn't hold air roll non-stop. I'd like to think it counts, but let me know in the comments below. Regardless of that though, this has been a tough week, but I somehow managed to go from this to this within the Thunderdome of neon rings and a slight detriment to my sanity. I count that as a win. There's been a lot of ups and downs this week, but if there's one thing I've learned, it's that directional air roll really doesn't matter in Champ, and I definitely just wasted an entire week of my life. Thanks for watching.
Ayo, is that potato salad?